Let's create a table for a report. First, we need some data to work with. If we come to this data tab at the top here, you'll see I already have a data source created. It's called downtime minutes. It's a query type of SQL query, and it's just selecting everything from my downtime minutes table, which I went ahead and created beforehand just so we have something to work with. The table's pretty straightforward though. Just shows all of our lines, and then our downtime minutes for each line, presumably for the week. Let's go ahead and close this, and we'll come back to the design section. First, we need to create a table. So if we come to the component palette here, you'll see that there is a table component. I'm going to drag and drop this to the top here. And then we need to specify a data key, or just basically tell the table which data set it should be working with, or data source it should be working with. If we expand in the key browser here, data sources, you'll see downtime minutes is here. I'm going to drag and drop this to our data key here. You note that data key, or downtime minutes took over. Now, there's another way to do this too, real quickly. If you just drag and drop our data source onto the report, it will automatically create a table and set the data key for us. Either method works. Now, just to keep this less confusing, I'm going to delete the second table here. And let's move this back to the middle. Now, we need to go ahead and show each of our lines and each downtime minute. So I'm going to come to the key browser. I'm going to click on lines here. I'm actually going to drag and drop this onto the first text shape on the, or the first column really, on this details row. And let go. And I'm going to do the same thing for downtime minutes here, except I'm going to go to the second text shape, drag and drop. Now let's take a look at how this works. There's this preview tab at the top. We'll go ahead and click that. That looks about right. Now it'd be nice if we had some additional information here though. Maybe a headers row or even a summary at the end of it. Fortunately, both these things are easy to do. Come back to the design tab. And if we select the table, we'll check in the property inspector. If we scroll down, we see there's this rows section with header and summary unchecked. These add some additional rows to our table, specifically at the beginning and the end, that allow us to go ahead and add a header and a summary. So let's go ahead and set those to true. And let's go ahead and type in the header. So first off, our first column is going to be line. And I want to go ahead and click bold, just so it stands out a little bit more. And then we'll do weekly downtime. And again, let's make this bold. We'll come down to the summary row, and we'll go to that first text shape. We'll do total with a colon and make this bold. Now I'd like this to be right justified, just so it's closer to the minutes column or text shape. So in the property inspector, we'll click on properties, and you'll see there's this horizontal alignment property, and it's set to left. If we click on where it says left, you'll see there's some more options show up. We'll click on right, and total's now to the right. Perfect. The last piece here is we need a summary of all of our minutes here. Fortunately, we don't have to add that up ourselves. If you come over to the key browser, there's a show calculations checkbox. Let's go ahead and set that to true, and you'll see there's some additional information down here. Specifically, there's a count now. We can also expand our downtime minutes and line. So if we click the plus sign here, there's some additional information. So like max downtime minutes or the minimum, but specifically we want total downtime minutes. So we'll click and drag and drop this to our text shape here, and let's bold this as well. And take a look at the preview. And perfect, we got our header, we got our summary at the bottom, and all of our data in between.